Chili punch me in. They see me in, I won never losing, but I was just prepping myself for the win. She brought a friend, beat up the pussy, then I go and cop it and hop in the band. She love my music, but say it's confusing, I ran it up from the start to the end. But you just a fan, why I'ma tell you the ins and outs, how I run it on bands. I need that bag today, so I ain't got time to be tripping or writing no love song, yeah. Writing no love song, we all experience love loss, yeah. Niggas be hating, so they got me cruising around with a stick. Cool as a bitch, you know I ain't never gonna lose again, I'm running this shit. Like, hey, Jay, that's my name, little bro, nigga from down LA. About 6'1" with a low top fade. Niggas knew that you was gonna get to that cake. Hey, bitch, say my name. Too dope, cool nigga, ain't shit changed. Bad that bitch, shorty screaming my name. And the phone sped off with a brand new chain. Nah, nigga, none of these fine. When a nigga pop out of design, ain't the boot cooking up in the Honda. If the bitch wanna fuck, gotta find her. So say you want smoke, but he lying. If you wanted that, you would come find us. Niggas know we ain't doing no hiding. When we pushing out here, come to Cyrus. 33 bags with some brand new Givenchy. I just put that bitch in a drop top. Up in the kitchen, ain't cooking no Winnie, but shawty said she want a hot box. I ate it once and I'm going in the Jiffy, cause our ugly friend wanna cut Glock. No, I can't fuck with that thought, nah. JB pop out with that Glock. They see me in, I won never losing, but I was just prepping myself for the win. She brought a friend, beat up the pussy, then I go and cop it and hop in the band. She love my music, but say it's confusing, I ran it up from the start to the end. But you just a fan, why I'ma tell you the ins and outs, how I run it on bands. I need that bag today, so I ain't got time to be tripping or writing no love song, yeah. Writing no love song, we all experience love loss, yeah. Niggas be hating, so they got me cruising around with a stick. Cool as a bitch, you know I ain't never gonna lose again, I'm running this shit. She got some back and she carrying, only keep for a week, I ain't marrying. If you shoot it at me, then I'm parrying. Hey, your nigga, you weak, he jarring. Sipping on you for some weeks, tryna marry you. How the pussy ain't where you Aquarius. I be gone for a week, I get back, we can leave. Say it likely to blow, it's precarious. AP, bust, drip, water when I step at the house. Big baller, put a dick in the mouth. TTG, my niggas hand shit out. She ain't my little secret. In the pussy, I'ma stretch a bitch out. In my phone, probably stressing her out. My baby niggas know we bout. She want the money, the power, the glory. She think I'm in love, but I'm fucking a friend. Don't have no friends, but I got some brothers that I know is rocking with me to the end. All of my partners into with each other, and none of them stressing about many bands. She got a man, but shawty a freaking and shit, so I don't give a fuck about a man. They see me in, I won never losing, but I was just prepping myself for the win. She brought a friend, beat up the pussy, then I go and cop it and hop in the band. She love my music, but say it's confusing, I ran it up from the start to the end. But you just a fan, why I'ma tell you the ins and outs, how I run it on bands. I need that bag today, so I ain't got time to be tripping or writing no love song, yeah. Writing no love song, we all experience.
Yo, what is going on, everybody? Welcome to the stream. And I just threw some random stuff on, and I went to the bathroom, but, you know, you put non-copyright hip-hop music, you don't expect them to be saying all that stuff, so sorry if y'all had to hear all that. It is what it is. But how's everybody doing? How's y'all's week so far? And we're going to dive into things here shortly. As y'all know, I'm not a licensed financial advisor. Anything I speak about on the stream is for educational and entertainment purposes only. And we're going to be looking at a few stuff, recapping some stuff that we were looking at from last week. And yeah, you know, really getting into all of that. Let me just make sure I got something playing in the background here. All right. All right. How y'all doing today? How's everybody doing today? All right, let's just dive right into things. We'll see what we got on the calendar today, and as well, you know, talk about some potential setups and ideas that we could look at. But yeah, so today we got some job opening news later. We got NZD cash rates. You guys already know this week is pretty impactful, right? We have non-farm employment change, PMI. You know, we got CAD unemployment rates on Thursday. And then Friday, we also have unemployment there as well for the dollar. So yeah, you know, this week is going to be interesting. You guys already know what we kind of been speculating on last week on Friday, we were talking about how we wanted to see buys play out from this area, right? And we were actually here live on Friday where we were talking about shorting potential on dollar off of, these higher areas to then potentially see an absorption to go higher. So, that really played out in our favor. The areas that we were looking at for a market open afterwards, right? We wanted to see price potentially come back and test this gap again. And we did that, right? We did that for market open. And now we've closed very bearish below the low. So I like that. So, I think still overall, I'm not sure if I mentioned on this, on YouTube or not, but really overall, I'm thinking for the month of April, our objective is going to be to take this low on dollar. How it plays out, we're just going to have to see. We could be respecting this particular last area that played out, or we could maybe go higher. That's like scenario 2 for me. I think scenario 1 is more valid though. But we'll see. Unless if this week they really want to seek for some of that March liquidity, that could obviously be another scenario that plays out too. But we'll kind of follow up on that as time progresses. But yeah, overall, I think dollar's objective is going to be to take out this low. So based off of that, what can we expect today? I do find this gap very interesting, or this imbalance, sorry. Like I was mentioning from last week, there was 2 kind of gap areas we could have played off of, or 2 imbalances. We had this one here, which is the one we ended up testing off of, or we had the higher one, right, which we had this gap and this imbalance. So considering that we played off of this first zone, you guys can even see here based off of a 4-hour, we have now, broken structure below this low as well as this low as well. So, I find that very interesting. Today's price action, I'm really kind of on the boat with what's going to happen. I don't really know. I'm honestly not too sure what's going to happen today. We've already been kind of playing things off of certain areas, right? I'm kind of in the mindset of just holding what I already have, or kind of just waiting for another opportunity to enter. Today is a little skeptical for me. Considering that we already broke this low, I feel like there's 2 things that could happen. Either we could really retrace and then maybe get that continuation lower going into the next couple of days until NFP, or we're just going to keep running and attack this low down here, right? I'm just not sure if we're going to run lower, maybe sweep this low as well as this one, and then get that retracement to then continue going lower, right? Or, the retracement's going to happen today. As of right now, if we were to really look at this low area that has been created, though, we can identify a few things, right? First things first on dollar, we can really identify here at 245 Central, right? We did go ahead and create that, that selling climax. Market dip below that with less volume, right? So this could potentially show us signs of reaccumulation. And it kind of makes sense to me for us to reaccumulate from this area anyways, considering the fact that, we already created that 4-hour low of the day, right? We created a new low. We could even look over here from yesterday's New York price action as well. We have a nice SC, another one. So there's a lot more selling volume starting to deplete from this area. So I think it's very possible for us to see the retracement today. And also, this is the low of the day right now, right? This is our low of the day. So with that being the case, that's something that we could be looking at. And I'm not really too sure if we're going to get any more retracements. Like, it's possible. But I think overall today we could at least minimum expect, this high to get ran. Or better yet, maybe even come into this imbalance, right? But I think overall, our objective is to get this retracement maybe for that continuation is what I'm thinking. So, how this plays out, we'll see here in, the next hour or whatever have you. Like I said, today we only have one news event, and it's not really like a crazy news event either. It's job openings. So that could cause some volatility, but maybe if we come down, maybe that could be a potential retest opportunity to continue taking this up. One thing that I'm looking at here, possibility, but you guys know how I feel about counter trends, right? I am more of an individual that likes seeing the continuation of trends, right? And playing counter trends is always a little sketchy because, you're kind of guessing if that is the reversal. But as of right now, the way that, the market has been reacting in this low has been interesting, right? We got a nice selling climax here, and we even got another one here as well. So it's starting to show selling is going off. Now I just need the evidence of that buying. So, ideally, obviously this is hindsight now, but ideally, if you were a London trader, in my opinion, positioning down here would have been ideal. Obviously, I wasn't awake for that. I only got up at, around 5:45 to 6 Central. So I wasn't really able to get into that. But, that would have been the ideal scenario. So now if this is the low of the day, we could expect this to potentially continue to attack the high. Ooh. Excuse me. All right. So based off of that, we could see some of this stuff retrace. To be honest with you guys, I'm not really too, I don't really care to play the shorts, right? It could play out. I'm more interested about the buys, to be honest with y'all. You guys already know a lot of these plays we were looking at last week, right? So before I really get into that, let me see the potential of seeing maybe something play out here. It's like Euro and everything is giving the same vibes. I like how we ran this high, and we even ran this one too. So it's like, to me, we are in an area of potential distribution. This makes sense to me. It's just a matter if it's actually going to play it out and give it to us. So considering on Euro, we've been very bullish on Euro, considering that we've been bearish on dollar. So, if we look at this on Euro USD, from last week, you guys remember on Friday we were talking about shorting to bring this down below this liquidity and us potentially seeing buys off of this 4-hour candle, right? This is what we discussed on Friday. As you guys can see, that beautifully played out. I'm going to have to go back and clip that video and, post it on my IG and stuff. That's something I got to do later today, do some edits. But solid play, right? This is what we were waiting for. We wanted to see shorting off Thursday, Friday, coming down, taking this liquidity, and potentially playing off of this 4-hour and us getting a reaction. So not only did the selling play off for us, we even got the buying as well, right? So if you guys followed along with that idea, congratulations, right? We were able to get a nice, beautiful 5-minute accumulation out of that area. Really doesn't get any cleaner than this. So if we take a look at this, you guys can see generally what we like looking for, right? Max in selling volume. Market comes below that, gives us our spring break structure. Then we retest that area, and then we, really take off. So that was beautiful yesterday, right? So if you were paying attention during, or not yesterday, but the night before, if you were paying attention during Asian session, you would have been in there like swimwear. So now that this move has officially taken out these daily highs, right? So because we had a bunch of daily highs in there, right? So now that that high has been swept, there is possibility that we could see signs of distribution in this area, right? Because we have now officially taken out some of that daily liquidity. So there is a possibility that we could see some sort of retracement, right? So based off that same dollar thought that I was just mentioning to y'all, if dollar does continue to trade higher, coming up into that 4-hour zone to potentially sell off from, we could see euro do the same, right? We could see euro do the same. Maybe it sells off. Can be our high of the day right now. We did sweep that daily liquidity, right? And maybe this could start to trickle down, and we could come down into this for our next buying opportunity. That could be a possibility there on Euro USD. We got the same kind of volume and stuff printing as well, right? We do see that a buying climax has set in, right? We didn't quite get a sweep on the high, but, a distribution doesn't need to always take out the buying climax. We could always just sell off from there as well. And that's kind of what I'm seeing right now. So for re-entry opportunity, there's a few areas we could look at. But to me, once again, the play really did play out in London. That's why I'm just really being patient today. I'm not trying to force something. And like I said, I'm more interested in the buys anyways, right? Because if our overall trend is bullish, right, we could set ourselves up for that next buy opportunity instead of trying to get in every buy and sell. Right? Last week we had some nice selling opportunity here, which played out nice in our favor. Then we got the buys down here. So, I personally rather wait for the next buying opportunity than trying to get in the sell. That's just me. But yeah, another thing I also want to bring up, and euro is really showing me this sign. Dollar's a little bit further trading away from it. But, we could simply see today's low of the day price action still get, it could simply stay, right? And what I mean by that is this. So if we really look at the overall selling that's been happening here, and especially this area right in here, we did get a nice sweep on this liquidity going into London. And then, the market did trade higher. So there is a possibility as well that we could simply just trade above in this area. So, that's another reason why I'm kind of on the fence today. And I don't really want to jump into the market like that because I feel that, it does make for more sense to get in buys on XXX than potentially trying to force the short, right? And, if dollar... if dollar doesn't break above these areas, to me, this is invalid, right? It's going to continue to sell off. So this could be a short-term accumulation in London to then just get into a distro and sell off. That's very possible. And if that's the case, we could see euro just kind of tear higher, right? So that's kind of my bias there on Euro USD, right? So we'll see. But either way, family, like I said, from last week, if y'all have been... if you guys were here on Friday's stream, this is what we were talking about, right? We were talking about buys from this area. So if you guys were able to capitalize on that, shout out to y'all. NU did the same thing as well. NU, we were talking about this, right? We wanted to see potential shorts on NU to then come down and play off this hourly. And, if you guys played this idea as well from Friday, this played out very nicely in our favor. Gave us a nice 1 to 8. Depending on how far you held it, almost a 1 to 9. But this was very nice as well, right? Same kind of idea to see dollar down for market open. Or sorry, dollar up for market open, and then we get that retracement, and then the market sells off. And same thing here on NU as well. We had a nice selling climax, right in there. Market dipped into that hourly candle, and then we took off, right? So same thing. If you guys were paying attention during Asian session or late Asian going into New York, or sorry, London, my bad, very nice play there. So that's something to, that we can follow up on there as well. So if you guys grab that as well early this week based off of our thoughts on Friday, congratulations to y'all as well. So you guys can see not every stream we're going to get something live with us, right? But either way, we're able to speculate and see what can happen in the future, right? We were talking about live on Friday, potentially seeing shorts on NU to bring this down to then buy up. So not only were we able to speculate and get the sells right, but we were also able to get the buys. So shout out to y'all if you're able to capitalize on that. Very, very clean stuff there on NU. Gold played off from our area where we wanted to see short ideas. It ran a little bit lower on the sell, so I'm not going to take any like credit or anything on this because at the end of the day, it did run low. It still gave us our move and attacked the liquidity and everything we wanted to see, but didn't quite, respect the area, right? We dipped lower than where I was anticipating, but overall, gold still, I was really confused why we even played off of here, to be honest with you guys. I don't really see anything significant other than the fact that, I thought it would have ran this low at least, but it kind of just played in there. Yeah, there could be imbalances and stuff, but besides that, I don't really see anything too significant us playing in this area. But, if gold does break up bullish today, I think it would be pretty obvious for us to see what we can do. Man, couldn't even speak there for a second. So gold was very sloppy on Friday, to say the least. Right? You guys remember on gold, I originally was shorting off of this 15-minute area here. Right? I originally had my short here, and then going into that 9:30 news, we had this candle come out and print. Right? So this candle did end up stopping me out break even. I did move my stop break even once I saw the significant move here. And it was a good thing I did because otherwise my stop would have gone ran because it was sitting above this high. So considering what happened afterwards, the idea was still valid, right? We still wanted to see gold shorts going into Friday. It just played dirty, right? We got that run on that high. But overall, there was a few areas we were discussing here live on the channel. Either we could see a bounce for buys up in this area, but inevitably we wanted to see the market sell off, right? On Friday, we were talking about how the market could sell off from this imbalance. I just couldn't justify a stop and everything off of here. Maybe I could have. Maybe we could have just sold off of this imbalance, put the stop above the high, and then targeted those lower areas. We could have done that. But either way, I kind of just let gold go. It was fine. And, we got our bias. We got the nice short, right? The bias was right, but we didn't get the entry. That's fine. And then the bull bias going into Monday also made sense here, right? So now what can we expect? Okay, what can we expect next? Like I said, I'm really curious to see what dollar's going to do as well as euro. I'm curious to see what euro's going to do as well. Are we going to see euro bounce higher and then go lower? Or is this going to inevitably just trade up? Once again, guys, in my eyes, I would wait for the first move and then play the second move. What I mean by that is this, generally 8 o'clock, we get that first move, or go around this time, right? 6 to 8 Central, we get that first move. And then 10 o'clock sometimes gives us a retracement to then continue. So, we could wait for the signs to show itself, in these next, hour and a half or so, and then we can play that next move, right? Just to be, be on the patient side. For me on gold, the thing that I was wanting to see, and it's kind of disrespecting it now. But for me to play buys, I really wanted to see gold expand, and then we could have retested this candle to then play buys, if that's what the idea was. But, another side of me, once again, because we are so high in the range and gold has officially came and swept that liquidity and everything, I'm on the same bias as euro. I want to see a retracement. Right, if we look at the 4-hour time frame on gold here, we have officially created a new high on the 4-hour for gold. So what I would like to see, right? You guys know when we create new 4-hour highs, we can speculate on the smaller time frame. We get a distribution to then come down in this area to then accumulate and go higher, right? So with that being the case, gold did come, sweep this low, right? Very clean there. We did get a nice break to the upside. So I would like to see potential buying opportunities in the future off of this zone, right? So we're just going to have to see. As you guys can see here, I unloaded the clip on my alarms. Are we going to get this today? Are we going to get this tomorrow? Who knows, right? But that's kind of what I'm waiting for. So if that's why I'm being patient today, and I'm not trying to just jump in, the first buy or anything. For example, let's say if you were trying to just play buys off of the 5-minute, or something like that, I think you would get clapped, to be honest. So I'm just being patient. I rather A, play the buy, but B, if the sell is going to be clean, I rather wait for that. So it does look like the sell is starting to give us signs here. To me on a 5-minute, this would be very clear. Right? 5-minute, that would be clear. 2 minutes already kind of giving that. But, something to just keep our eyes on there. Like I said, I rather wait for the first set of price action to try and jump in. This could trade higher from here as well. There's that possibility. That's why I don't want to force it. Right? We do have some interesting trendline liquidity here, but this doesn't have to be trendline liquidity. This could be our reaccumulation. I'm actually curious to see if that is the case. This was our last big bulk of selling. We are currently playing within this candle, so we could accumulate from that, that trap candle vibe there. We do have so this might actually be a reaccumulation, considering the fact that we do have a nice selling climax there. That could be our spring. And this could be an absorption. My bad. I'm trying to set up my other screen here so I can keep an eye on something. Right, so that could be our absorption there that's playing out right now as we speak. So with that being the case, if this does decide to close higher, we could look for something like that to continue trending up. But yeah, that's why I'm a little bit on the fence with a lot of these things that we're looking at today. Because, I can justify both sides. I can justify buys and sells. But the overall trend right now is bullish, right? Like gold is very bullish, right? 4 hours been continuing to maintain, right? We originally, when we broke above this high, we've yet to break this low, right? So we can look at this as the higher low, and now we're playing within the smaller range. So that's kind of my speculation. Are we going to come back and play this 4 hour, or is the market good enough to just play off of this hourly? It's the same thing on Euro as well, right? Euro didn't quite hit that exact trap candle like the other play that I was just showing you. But, that's kind of my personal speculation right now. And, we'll see here. This first move is going to give us the evidence. And there's nothing wrong with waiting for the first move and then playing after. That's the thing that people don't realize is that, Thanks, Mom. I have to get that ginger tea in the system. So, that's the first thing that, whoa. Whoops. My bad. Trying to switch the drink movement here. Hold on. So that's like the thing that I always, if I'm unsure on what New York Open itself is going to do, you could always wait for that open price action to play out, and then you could play in the next hour, the hour after, if you have the bias. So that's what I'm kind of waiting for. If dollar does give the bull move that we want, then we know how to react, right? If it doesn't, then, we play elsewhere, right? So that's kind of where my head's at right now. So we'll just kind of let this play out and then see what's good. As of right now, even looking at the hourly, we did just come back and retest that hourly candle from London, which is essentially our low of the day. So this could push up, right? This could push up. And Euro is basically doing the same thing, right? Playing out of that hourly candle. Maybe if we can get a 5 or 15 minute distribution out of here, that would be nice to show us that selling. But if not, we would obviously see this go higher. So those are some things we can keep our eyes on. Besides that, NU. NU is the same thing as everything else like gold and euro for me. I would like to see if we can come back down again. I think NU overall's objective is going to be to create a higher low of some sort, but overall for us to come up and take this weekly liquidity up there. I think that's the expansion that we want to see on everything this month in general. So I don't know if, and I think that expansion could happen in the first couple of weeks, considering that we have NFP this week, and then we have CPI, the following week on Tuesday. Those could be the volatile news events that we need to really take this stuff up. So oil's the same thing, we could just simply just play off of this and just go. I'm really curious to see what USD CAD is going to do. I think, overall, I don't really expect big retracements out of this. I think USD CAD at most, can come up into in these higher areas. But I think inevitably our objective is going to continue going down. So we can see slight retracements, but I think our overall objective has been is to take this low. So, this could mean oil could give a retracement, or, oil doesn't have to give us a retracement. UCAD can, and oil doesn't have to. They don't always need to be like on par to the T correlation. But to me, I like seeing oil potentially going higher, and here's why. I am personally in buys from yesterday. I played off of in here. And why did I play this buy so high in the range? Well, personally for me, I didn't hold all of my buys from down here, right? I coulda, woulda, shoulda, but I didn't. It's fine. Still was able to get decent profit out of them, but I didn't hold it all the way. You guys know, that's one of the challenges me personally, I'm working on currently is really seeing myself be able to hold trades longer. And that's something that, in my opinion, will come over time, right? But anyways, oil for me, this is the way I looked at it, right? If this is truly our spring, right? Just like how we've seen oil, based off of a daily, weekly time frame, we can obviously identify this as our potential spring, right? So if this is our spring on oil, then that means on the 1 hour, 4 hour, we can see expansion on this, right? Continuously. And that's why I feel that oil isn't going to really sell off or give us a retracement up until us closing and getting a new weekly high or even a daily high. I think price action needs to come above this liquidity, give us a solid close, and then maybe we could get a distribution. You know, maybe after that is when this gap gets filled. Who knows? Or maybe we just get a small distro to then inevitably go higher. That's kind of where my head's at for oil. But, you know, if you guys aren't positioned in from yesterday, you know, to me, that's kind of how I looked at it yesterday. You know, yesterday we had this nice candle from New York, right? Very valid buying scenario, in my opinion. And on top of that, you know, yesterday we also had the selling climax to spring vibes, right? So, you know, that reduction in selling volume, right? And then once we came back into this trap candle, or even that trap candle alone coming back in that spring price action, you guys can see here we had an absorption play out. And then we had absorption play out again here, right? So that's why I looked for buys yesterday. And then, you know, maybe today is the same thing, right? So I'm personally in this already. You know, if oil does want to continue from where it's at, and if it wants to continue going higher today, to me, this candle makes sense because of the fact that, you know, we already came down New York. We ran London's low, right? It looks like there's a little bit of imbalance in there as well on the smaller time frame. I'm going to go take a look at that. But that's how I like it on oil, you know. That's what I'm feeling. You know, everything is fairly efficient here. Like, very, very efficient. So, if it doesn't hold here, we're probably going to let loose and take everything, in my opinion. Yeah, I'm not trying to force anything today, though. We're coming off of a lot of major wins from last week. So, you know, it's really being patient. I'm not trying to give back my gains on stupid setups, right? I want to be smart about what is going on. NVIDIA, what are you doing right now, fam? There you go. Right, so I'm not trying to give away my gains. You know what I mean? I want to be smart with how I'm moving. But yeah, that's really what I'm looking at right now. So, you know, waiting to see if we get the retracement on some of the stuff that we're looking at to potentially play for the bigger play here on the higher time frame. You know, we'll kind of see how that plays out. NU does look like it's selling off more than how Euro is reacting. Euros looks like it's struggling a little bit here. Curious to see what GU's doing. GU did the same thing. GU expanded out much more. And also it's the same thing, right? GU has now taken out the daily high, right? So this could, same ways, start to see some distribution short term. You know, the two areas we were talking about on GU, we did exceed it further, just like gold. We were looking at buys from this 4-hour area. We inevitably came down a bit lower. And then the other zone we were looking at was based off of the daily. Now, I still have this on the table, but I don't think we're going to get it, to be honest. Considering that 4-hour played and we created a new high. So same thing as everything else. We had a nice range here. You know, so maybe today, like I said, we get that retracement. If not, cool. You know, we'll see what happens. But, you know, last week, you know, on Friday, we were talking about GU shorts off of this 15-minute candle. And that played out beautifully. Right? We were trying to be picky and get smaller time frame stuff trying to get in there. But honestly, this trade would have been very simple just taking that 15-minute candle. Very simple. You know, stop above that high there on the 15-minute. You don't really need to do too much, and then we target that low, right? Or you could even targeted that 4-hour candle in there, still giving you a nice 1 to 5 to walk away with for the day. So GU, Friday played out. So let's be real, family. How many setups did we have on Friday, on Friday itself, but going into Monday, right? So if y'all, have been tuning into this stream, a lot of valuable stuff, right? A lot of valuable stuff being shared on this session. Hopefully you guys have been taking advantage of it. We're going to keep it going, right? This is not the end of the stream. We just started. These streams are going to keep running things up. Yeah, that's how I feel today. Yeah, it does look like gold wants to go higher on us here. Yeah, we'll see how this plays out. Like I said, going into the next hour or two, we could get re-entry opportunities. We just got to be patient. To me, once this 30-minute as well as this hourly potentially closes above this high, we are most likely going to get a retracement down of some sort to then play another buy opportunity again. So that's why I'm just being patient. Right, but that's where my head's at. And then, yeah, CAD as well. We were trying to short this on Thursday last week. And, we got our original short, but then it played off Friday off our original area above. So I kind of missed this on Friday. I was a little upset I didn't see this afterwards. I just neglected CAD after. Because I got hit out break even here, so I'm like, all right, screw it. I'm not going to mess with this. And it came back Friday. And then even came Monday, too. I just wasn't paying attention to this. But that's fine. USD Chef. Okay, so yeah, if dollar wants to go down, we could obviously see this go down as well. So I would kind of suspect the same thing. Last week we had this imbalance marked. Right, so we ran the Friday high. Monday, we then sold off. Right, we wanted to see a retracement back in here. Because on Thursday, we were able to evaluate that we had this liquidity here, but we also had this imbalance and stuff. So that was valid on Monday, right? Or going into Sunday, whatever have you, right? We had that move. So now moving forward, yeah, maybe we get that retracement. You guys can see I have an alert there. Maybe we get that on UChef. It's possible. Unless if UChef decides to let loose here or here. But I would like that higher area. You guys can see we also have an imbalance lined up potentially in there as well. So we're just going to have to see there. I don't really like playing the Asian high areas unless if it's very clear. But that's just me. Man, if I was up here, but wasn't really on my PC at the time. That was a clean buy. Right off of the 5-minute candle. That was a clean buy on gold. So, you guys can see we identified the absorption. So to me, gold is gonna yeet higher. We'll see if we get that. Yeah, let me take a look at the chat. And like I was saying, really on the sidelines today until something is really clean. But that's what we've been looking at today. Take a look at the chat here. Yeah, so for me on gold, like this wouldn't respect anything. Like I need to see solid closures once again. So we don't get that closure above, our buys won't look too nice, right? So that's what I'm waiting for. I wanted to see if those next 3-minute candles are going to print up higher, and then we could have played the 3-minute retest here. Because to me, everything else is efficient, right? So if it gave us like an imbalance and price moved up, then we could have played when it came back, filled in that imbalance off that 3-minute, but we didn't get that, so I'm chilling. Dollar is starting to break up higher, so yeah, we're starting to see let loose on these majors. It's kind of curious how dollar's bullishness is going to react on oil, if that's going to also bring it down, or if oil is just going to say, you know, screw this, I'm on a mission to go higher until I take that liquidity up there. Yeah, either way, though, gold coming into this absorption candle to me is a pretty valid area to potentially buy. So just being a little... To me, it makes sense to look for those buying scenarios there because the absorption is valid, in my opinion. But yeah, let me take a look at the chat. Bad. I'm just trying to make sure everything is Gucci over here on my end. All right. Let's see here. Oh, we got Mason in the house. Team FSFX. What's good? Christian, Nikki, Grand Rising. Chris McCoy. What's good? Just left the gym. Awesome. You guys got your workouts in the Rising. Adnan. What's good? Abdul from Germany. What's going on? Tay. What's good? Greetings from Switzerland. Got Dalvin in the house. What's good? Chris Rich coming back from the gym as well. What's good? Taka with NFP during a lot of bank holidays for like Euro. Should we anticipate low volatility for pairs like EU? That's actually a very good question. You know, I found it very interesting that we have NFP on Good Friday. I think this is like the first time I'm experiencing that. I don't think I've experienced that before, to be honest. But, you know, that is a good, you know, hypothesis that maybe we could see lower movement, but maybe that also gives reason for dollar to really give more volatility, right? Because all the other banks are closed. Maybe it could cause more volatility too. I can kind of see both sides, but, you know, I see the side you're talking about as well because, you know, generally during New York session, during this crossover that we're currently in right now, we always see not Euro, but, you know, London as well as American banks trading during this time. So if we do have a lot of those European holidays and stuff, there's going to be obviously less liquidity coming in. So that is a good speculation. Yeah, we could assume that. to me, it's like the fact that we have Good Friday on Friday and NFP. Like, I've never experienced this before, so this is going to be the first time I'm seeing this as well. Like, I might have, but I don't really recall it. All right, so like we were talking about on gold, considering that it did not give us that push up that we wanted to, looks like it is selling off here. Euro and all of that doing the same thing. All right, so it looks like we were right about that bias there, seeing dollar going up for into today. Right, so that hourly mitigation that we had, family, like off of that down candle. Right, very clean. You know, so maybe something like that to continue in could be possible. Or unless it just wants to be like, all right, fuck this shit, I'm out. I'm just not really liking gold at all for these shorts. Doesn't look clean, or the buys. Silver looks like it's giving better price action, to be honest. Oh, yeah, silver gave way better price action. Look at that. Yeah, sometimes you just got to look at silver. Gold be playing some weird price action sometimes. But yeah, to me, that's very clean for silver to just fall through. Like, doesn't really get cleaner than that. AU, what alarm is that? Oh. Maybe that's the alarm to come see if this is going to thing here. We got a strong reaction off of our area on oil, off the 30-minute. Playing off of there very nicely. I'm liking that. I just really want oil needs to really break above this high to me, because if we were to sell off, this would be the area, right? So I need that to break. But yeah, looking at this on a 3-minute and a 5, like if it gives us this, then this could be valid, you know. If you guys, you know, to me everything is efficient in here, but now we're starting to create an imbalance. So if this imbalance continues to create, we got to close above here, then maybe we could look for that retest if it gives us that. But like I said, we are in an important spot right now, right? This candle is going to be very effective in what's going to happen here next. But to me, this is just a wick, though, on the higher time frame. But based off the lower, that's something we would want to see break above. Indices are printing out fairly interesting as well. Yeah, indices are just on a tear to the upside, man. Holy. Like, they don't give two shit flying fucks. They're just like, yo, I'm going to just go. Which makes sense. You know, our overall targets were above all of these areas. I was just expecting a retracement. They're like, yo, screw a retracement, fam. We're off in it. Curious to see what happens for the open today. I am not going to be attempting shorts, only if the low of the day is broken. And then we can look for add-ons. But in my eyes, we should just be looking for buys. You know, you guys can see yesterday and Friday I was looking for buys, but you know, Friday we have this buy on S&P down here. Right? So if you guys were live with us there, we were able to grab that one. You guys can see that buy is still running now. Pretty crazy. But yeah, like as of right now in indices, I don't really see anything. You know, yesterday's buy was nice as well. If anybody was trying to short, they got wrecked. But, you know, we're in that expansion. This is what we wanted to see on indices, right? This is why, for the ones that have been my students on Go Live, this is why we've been trying to buy US 30 below this daily wick, because we wanted to see this expansion to run above all of this. And I think that's what we're getting, right? We're getting that massive expansion to really take this all back, right? We've been talking about how we want to see US 30 higher. You know, we want to see US 30 above that wick from December, right? I think NASDAQ has already taken that wick from December. Yeah, it is well above taking all of that. So NASDAQ has already taken it. S&P hasn't quite taken that. Well, S&P actually did take the December wick, but we haven't taken the January one. And the US 30 is kind of lagging behind. Hasn't taken the February, January, or December wicks. But that was our speculation, right? That's why we've been looking at indice buys in general, right? So we'll see how this prints out for the open. You know, we're just going to have to see here how this plays out. NASDAQ starting to trade lower starting New York, whereas S&P and 30 are starting to show upside a little bit. Yeah, I don't know. I might have to leave this on the back burner today. Because when I see stuff like this, especially because our buying like climaxed here, right? This could be BC vibes. And if this is BC vibes, we could see UTAD vibes. Right? So with that being the case, this could trickle down lower going into the open. That's the one thing that's making me a little bit skeptical. NASDAQ has been doing the same thing. NASDAQ even ran Friday's high. S&P, same vibes. So we potentially could see a sell-off. And that kind of makes sense because if dollar gives us a bullish scenario today, you know, that's giving, you know, all of these indices potential to move lower as well. Man, low-key, I wanted to short this off the 30-minute, but I don't think we're going to get a retracement. We'll see. Maybe the open does come back deeper. Possible. I might just set a little some light on that. I don't know, though. This, like, this hourly time frame is also kind of scaring me a little bit, but I like how this is our high of the day right now. Ooh, gold popped off of our zone. What's oil doing? Ooh, oil's nice. So if y'all took oil, you know, especially if you took it off this 30-minute candle, you should be lit. Depending on where y'all are in from, like if you guys grab the bare bottom or the bare bottom of this, like in my opinion, you could even go break even. Once again, I'm not your financial advisor. That's just personally what I do. You know, if I get a solid reaction, there's no imbalances, there's no reason for this market to come back now. All right, so oh, they have stickers too? Yo, say word. TradingView really busting the emoji game right now. That's pretty dope. That's pretty dope. Trying to look for a check mark. There it is. Let's go. Live there with y'all. Did any of y'all take that by chance? Anybody in those oil buys? Very clean. Very, very, very clean, if I do say so myself. I took a little buy scenario on gold as well, considering that this was an absorption. So, you know, hopefully that continues to play out for us as well. You know, 5 minute to me, if it breaks above this, right, that if you guys weren't able to get in, maybe that's an opportunity there on gold. Yeah, this could be short-term scalps, or it could even be the longer move as well. Like I said, you know, 4 hour is an expansion. The question is, are we just going to simply play off this 1 hour and then go? Or is the market going to probably stall in here? That's kind of my question. Are we going to just stall here? So I would look for a partial here. Like, this is more of a scalp play. Unless if gold really just holds this and then just takes this high. But I'm going to be looking to scalp out, like, you know, remove my lot at least like a 1-to-1 personally. And I know that sounds kind of weird. You're like, yo, what the hell, Silva? You're taking out a 1-to-1. The reason why, actually, it might not even be a 1-to-1. Let's see. You know, I entered, where was my entry? 84. Wait, was I 84? Oh, 83. 83.20. 83.24. So it was right around here. So it's already at like my 1-to-2 and stuff. All right, but that going into that imbalance, you know, because if we were to inevitably short off on gold, I think we would at least take this high. You know what I mean? We'd at least take this high, maybe come into that imbalance to sell off. So that's where my head's at there. Make sure y'all like and subscribe the channel if you already haven't. We be doing live stuff here. You know, like, look at that. Live here with you guys. We're looking at oil. Beautiful buy. Beautifully playing out. Nice 57-point move. Now we're at about a 1-to-1 right now, but if we hit the target that we want to see, that's a little over a 1-to-3, breaching into a 1-to-4 potentially. So we'll see if we get that full move. But yeah, like I said, if you guys got in at the bottom areas of this, you should be BE gang, in my opinion. Oh, look at that. Euro played off of our zone too. Yo, did I forget to set a limit on that? I did, didn't I? Goddamn. Well, there's that. Well, if you guys grabbed Euro, that's pretty clean there as well. Just gonna have to see how it plays out here going into the next hour or so. Right, so we're seeing what we wanted to see, right? We wanted to see dollar up to potentially take that Asian high, right? We swept the low of the day, We were able to identify selling climaxes coming into the zone. We wanted to see dollar overall from this hourly candle is what we were looking at. We wanted to see the hourly candle get respected, right? We got that. And then we essentially want to see this trade up into this area here, right? Now, we did speculate and talk about the fact that we could see shorting from here, considering it is the high of the day. But if dollar wants to give us minimum a 4-hour retracement, right, we could potentially see this as inner range liquidity and for us to go lower. But yeah, based off of that, that thought there, Euro shorts to me were nice. There you go. Oil's busting on God. Let's get it. So Euro, we should see this start to break down here. Considering that dollar, wants to trade higher, we could see that. I ideally would want to see this candle get respected, right? Now, there is a possibility we could come down lower for that deeper retracement. That could happen, right? That could happen, right? We just gotta kind of let time tell at this point. But to me, I think we're good. I think we should see this sell off. It's just like I said, it's kind of a hard area to kind of justify, because we could see this smaller time frame 5-minute structure play out to really let loose, or like I said, we could get that deeper retracement, right, based off that 15-30 minute, considering that we do have imbalances and even candles without wicks up here as well. So there's kind of two ways we could look at that, right? So considering that we got the confirmation with that hourly on dollar, I do like seeing us potentially trading higher. But yeah. And we can see here, that hourly, we're speculating on buy scenarios, but what confirmation do we have to buy? In my opinion, we didn't really have too much or anything really. 5-minute just continue to break down lower and lower, right? So unless this really breaks above, I wouldn't really be looking at buys personally. That's just kind of the way I'm looking at that. We'll see if Euro does give us that move. I'm personally not in Euro. I failed to set an entry in there. But we in there on oil. We in there in oil, and I'm in there on gold. So these are the two I'm riding at the moment. So we'll see what's good. See what's poppin'. Let's go ahead and set an alert above this area in here. Well, it's probably going to come hit it right now, but I'm going to set an alert anyways. And then set an alert in here as well. Gold in IPA. Just so once gold gets in there, I can keep my eye on it, Let's take a look at some of the other stuff we were looking at. Okay, well, there you go. UChef looks like it wants to trade from there as well. This is interesting. So even though dollar's trading up higher potentially, UChef is trying to sell off. Well, it looks like UChef is trying to sell off from the dollar potential of this imbalance here. But, just know, guys, UChef is very weak. The chef currency itself is very weak. Or, chef currency actually is very strong. That's what I meant to say. My bad. Considering this was the one thing that I wanted to mention on chef here. It's this 4-hour that happened last week. So, chef could be in a bull scenario right now. So if we look at that hourly as well, chef is in that hourly candle here. And that previous candle came in and filled this imbalance in this candle here. So we could see this do one of these on chef. So if that happens on the chef futures, that could mean USD chef trades lower here. So I didn't grab this either. I should have low-key set a limit maybe off of this candle. That would have been a nice sniper entry. Better yet, could have maybe played even the smaller time frame with y'all live here, but it is challenging to look at 5 different things at once, trying to speculate and get in everything. But, you know, we took that dollar bias, and we were able to justify trades on both sides. We could justify trades on dollar buys, and we justified trades on dollar sells. And that's how I kind of play in the market. You know, I'll hedge both sides because, you know, even if you play the buy or the sell, you could be wrong on the overall direction and still get risk to reward. For example, you could have been a buyer in London, and that could have still given you a nice risk to reward. You know, even if you entered, let's say, off this 1 to 5, you could have still walked away with like a 1 to 3 at least. You know what I'm saying? So you could still be on the wrong side of the market overall on the day and still be profitable, right? And that's the beauty in trading these smaller time frames, and that's the beauty in taking these sniper entries, right? And we, you know, taking those sniper entries, you're able to break even and, you know, take off your your risk, even though you might be on the wrong side of the market, right? So that's dope. Let's take a look here. Can you go over USD Chef? Alex, we kind of already did that, and, you know, we played off pretty nicely there. My bad. I just saw your message. And here's the other thing, guys. Like, I'm going to do the best I can to keep up with the stream, but because I am, you know, we're looking at multiple things, and, you know, I got to obviously pay attention here, manage my trades. Like, if I miss what you guys say in the chat or anything, don't feel a type of way. I'm trying to do the best that I can to manage everything simultaneously. Man, see, this is what I'm saying. I was thinking about shorting 30 off the 30-minute, and you guys remember I literally just said this right before we switched up. There we are now. Came right back into our candle. So we got an engulfing bearish candle, and I was looking for the retest there to then take this lower. Might have missed that one. It's fine. See what I mean? Like, just setups back and forth, back and forth. So we snagged what? We snagged oil, we snagged gold, we snagged euro potentially. We're waiting to see what happens. You, Chef. Right? I didn't personally snag it, but I'm talking about on the stream. US 30 hit our area. And it's like, really think about it. If you're in on US 30 off this 30-minute candle and it wicks in like this, like, fam, you could low-key just break even on that and take all of your risk off and just let it ride into the open. The open's in 14 minutes. If the open decides to just sell off going into the open, like, you're big blessed. You're big chilling. Based off your original idea, you might have even been able to get like a 1 to 3 maybe. Might be pushing it, asking for a 1 to 3. Oh, no, yeah, a little bit. Yeah, you would have being able to get a 1 to 3 from that if the market just opens and let loose. Euros really look like it's struggling here. See if dollar does sell off. You know, we talked about this. This could be, we could simply not even take this, and this could be the area as well. So just keep that in mind. Just keep that in mind. You know, the area that I'm really looking at to confirm is this 30-minute. Are we going to respect this 30-minute candle? Are we going to put respect on this 30-minute candle's name, or are we just going to yeet lower? Right? So that's something to look at there for dollar. We are in other dollar short. We want to see dollar short in some scenarios, right? We want to see dollar short on gold for this to play out higher. And then the other thing we want to see dollar short on potentially is UCHF as well. We might just see dollar short here, family. We're nearing into, well, we're going to near into the 9 o'clock handle here in 40 minutes. Let's see. If we don't hold this, literally dollar's going to let loose. So that's the scenario. If we get a strong closure below this low here on a 15-minute on USHF, we could see something like this potentially. With the way dollar's printing right now, euro's looking too sketchy, so not liking that, to be honest. Euro, I'm liking the least out of everything right now, to be honest with y'all. So we'll see. It's fine. Sometimes you don't get them all. I could be wrong, and this could still go. Trust your own analysis. Trust what you guys see. Don't just sit here and trust everything I'm doing. For this to play out on USHF, would need to see a solid close below. If we don't get a solid close below, no bueno for me. Right, if this just comes all the way back up right now, not interested anymore. Right, and that's the thing, That's why Euro could still play out too. So just, trust yourself. Dollar could play off this 30-minute as well, so we'll keep our eyes on this. Let's take a look at this. With NFP app, oh no, I already read that. Yeah, it's definitely my first time, so I was curious to see if we had any insight. I definitely appreciate it. Yeah, man, I'm on the same boat as you, Taka. We'll see what's good. You're not bullish on Euro? Well, we'll see. We're in that deciding point where we're at right now. I just don't see an entry based off of the time frame we're on, to be honest. We could justify a 1-minute break, and that could be enough to take this up. See, I can justify the dollar shorts going down, but for an entry for Euro buys, I don't really see it. But, it could play up. It could be bullish. That's where we were kind of originally looking at this hourly. But for me to play an hourly area, I like 5 or 15 minutes. So if anything, we could be more patient with Euro overall. We could be patient by waiting for this price action to play out, this current leg. Are we going to go higher or lower? And then based off of that, we could play it. Right? That's one other way you could take Euro. Unless if you're in from this wick off of this candle, to me, you could have been break even by now if you really wanted to. Because, unless if it plans to play in this 3-minute imbalance. But to me, once we get a rejection like that, I really would want to see that rejection break below and start to show us that. But we didn't get that. So this could flip in the other way. That's what it's looking like right now. Okay, USD Chef. We have 6 minutes on this candle. If it gives us a close like this, we could see something like this to continue lower. Push it, gold, push it. Oh, you guys see that? Look at that. We got a double absorption there, family. Look at that. I just noticed that too. Oh. So we didn't quite get that 5-minute retracement. Still game down though. All right, so this was the area we were looking at on gold. You know, depending on how you guys traded or if you're skeptical, you know, low key, you could take a partial off. This was still a 1 to 3. So, you know, you can take a low partial here if you wanted to take your risk off the table, if that's what your objective is. Well, Chef might not give us that retracement we wanted. We could still get it, but we're going to have to see. So it looks like Euro does want to play the buys, and that's fine. You know, if it gives us a break above, we could just, you know, get it on the retest. You know, 15-minute break. Something like that. So I was telling you guys I was a little bit skeptical on Euro. You know, I mentioned this. I warned you guys about it. Wasn't too 100% sure on it. And same thing with dollar. You know, this was the area we were skeptical about. So this is why we want to keep in mind of these zones, right? You don't want to just stick to one bias. You want to mark up the areas and see, okay, is it going to sell off? Are we going to validate those zones? And it makes sense. Dollar down will bring gold up. I think that does strengthen oil. I'm not too sure. Well, yeah, dollar down could mean CAD down. So, you know, something like that. So USD CAD reacted off that. Okay, it does look like Chef wants to give us the closure now. So now the question is, are we going to come back and actually get the retracement? I would like it, considering that this could be a UTAD, we failed to really get a proper test in there. So we could see a test. We could see a test before this goes and takes this. Possibility there. Just going to have to see. High five? Yeah. Hi. Not bad. My son came in just saying hi. I can't really justify this being a buy, so I think the shorts should be good. Oh, there's market open for indices. Man, I'm salty I didn't set this limit, man. This was easy. Came right back in our 30-minute. We could have literally just broken even too. And then just held that till the low. We don't get them all, but at least seeing the analysis play out is nice. Probably going to just chill here a bit with y'all and then hop off because, yeah, everything played out. There's no reason for me to stay on the charts anymore. We clapped up a lot of different things. Man. Live FOMO with you guys right now. Wish I freaking pulled on this. God damn it. Right after I talk about a setup, I need to just look at my other monitor and set the limit. How do you use a volume indicator? You're gonna see me use that throughout the streams. Like, I would recommend you watching my recordings and stuff. If you want to get personal mentorship on this stuff, you know, I do mentor my own students. Feel free to hit me up on my Instagram, which is in the screen bottom right, and we can talk about how you could be, you know, a student of mine if you're interested in that. And, you know, if you guys are new to the channel and stuff as well, I would appreciate if you guys hit that like button and, you know, subscribe. You know, let your friends and family know as well. You know, if you have anybody in your family that's ever been skeptical about trading, you know, plug them into this stream. Use it as leverage, right? So they can start to see what you're doing. Yo, what's good, Eddie? Where can I get those shades, or what are they called? Oh, they're blue light glasses, my boy. They're Gunner blue light glasses. So I just grabbed mines on Amazon. You know, there's stronger ones. I think mine's is like in 65 or 80%, I think. I think mine's are these ones literally right here. But yeah, they're Gunner blue light glasses. They block out the blue light from your screen. Yeah, they're dope. They're dope, for sure, for sure. EU 1 hour starter candle. Yeah. Yeah, like for me, it's like we kind of like walked up this entire thing. So I it makes sense for me for this to go up too. Okay, oil ran that high and it's rejecting back pretty hard here. So, you know, like I said, you guys can manage your position accordingly. This could simply be that retracement to go higher. But like I was saying earlier, I'd rather be on the bottom of a trend, being able to manage my position than trying to... But if this is valid, you know, this would be the area we would see higher movement from. I also like the fact that there's no wick on this candle. If an absorption was here as well, that would have been a nice buying play in my opinion. See the smaller. Looks like the 5-minute and stuff is showing us more selling volume. So there's a nice absorption there potentially. We'll see as that plays out. There you go. Dollars dripping. Yeah, 30 gave us a nice 1 to 3 there. Almost a 1 to 3. Maybe it doesn't even want to take the low. We'll see here. What's it doing? It looks like it wants to reject off of this area here. I figured it would have at least ran the low and then do what it's doing right now, but at the end of the day, it came really close, like almost, it was almost a 1 to 3, like 1 to 2.8. So this could just reverse from here as well now, considering at how it's, I just originally thought that it was going to at least run the low of the day and then reverse. You know, this is our current low of the day. So, like, if it was bullish, for it to be bullish below the low of the day, that would have been solid, you know? It's like shorting at the high of the day to buy below the day, the low of the day. EU 1 hour stutter is what I'm looking at below the liquidity. Dollar's already close to that same POI. I probably read that super late. 1 hour below the liquidity. Oh, you're looking here. I think technically we already played out of this area because it filled the imbalance. You know, it could still play out, but if we're trying to hold the low of the day, I think it's going to just play out from where it's at. We'll see. Would like to see a sell to buy for gold market open. Yeah, I see you on that too, Eddie. It could be possible. We could sell off from here. That's why my stop is personally protected and stuff. Yeah, we could see a sell to buy. Possible. But if dollar does keep just sinking, I think we would ideally take this high, at least. How y'all liking the stream so far? This is I think this is my third stream. Is it my third stream? How many streams have I done so far? 4? 3? I've done 3. No, I've done 2. This is my third one, yeah. Yeah, man, Eddie, I'm with you, bro. If I would really like this buy down here too, if we can get that, but who knows? Gold be doing its own thing sometimes. Oh, hold on. Need a stretch. Ah. Oof. All right. Double whammy. Buy already left. We'll see. Still holding 1950 buys. Yeah, man. Hey, careful talking to Eddie, my friend. You know, Eddie's been a part of the trade house and goated for a while here. 1 second. Yeah, man. You know, Eddie's goated. You know, that boy said 1950. He sniped that wick. So I see you, Brody. I see you. Yeah, Eddie finesses gold. He's been bodying gold. Since I've known Eddie, I think he's always been trading gold. Like literally. And I've known this guy for I think it's like 4 years now, bro. Met you in Dallas in 2019. Even back then you were trading gold. So, you know. Good stuff. Market open, sell, news at 9 a.m. Central turnaround. Yeah, it's possible. You know, at 9 a.m., that's what I'm thinking, Eddie. Like, maybe we can come above this high and then short off. There's a nice area of liquidity there, too. That could be valid. I see you, Brody. Not really much imbalance and stuff to work with here on the right side, or the left side, I mean. Like, to see that rejection above the high. But we could simply just take the liquidity and maybe see a move down. That could be possible. And either way, that's fine. If anybody did play the buys off of where I got in, it's like we're about to get almost a 1 to 5. Well, where I took my entry, I'm about to get a 1 to 5. If you played like the whole candle, then you're probably just going to be able to get like a 1 to 3 or less, depending on how you guys manage your stop. But yeah, I think that could be valid. USD Chef came back. Yes, it did, but didn't fill me. I have mine off of that imbalance in that candle there. If I don't get filled, it's all good. It's like we had multiple confluences in that area. If we don't fill it, then that's fine. I'm not gonna be butthurt about it. Yeah, we could have paid attention to this 3-minute candle. Would have been a fatter stop, but to be honest, not that big of a difference. Yeah, we could have played that. It was like a 2-pip difference. 2 to 3 pip difference. But who knows? This could still come back. So I still have my limit there. If it goes without me, that's fine. Whatever. I'm already in some other setup, so I'm not going to cry about it. But was valid, though. Did come in to significant up candles before shifted market price action. So this could short from there. Excuse me. Ooh. All right, so we got news here in about 18 minutes. Oh, the high got ran. The high got ran. Gonna have to partial a little bit there. Yeah, from where I got in, I had my stop. Yeah, I'm like sitting at like a 1 to 5, 1 to 4-ish right now. So I'm gonna take a little bit off. Hold the rest if we are wrong on the bias, but at least take my percentage for the day so we can trade another day. Enjoying the stream. Awesome. Streaming the extra value. I love gold. Yep, facts. Me too. I love gold. It's like that meme, yo. The I love gold meme. Yeah, I love gold, man. Well, I got gold on my finger. You know what I mean? I got gold chains and shit. I love gold, man. Gold is my favorite precious metal. No cap. No kizzity cap. I love gold. Gold just looks beautiful. It's just, you know? See, look, we talk nice about her. Look what she's doing. You talk to her nice. Look what she's doing. You know? Talk to her nice. She goes up a little bit for you. Got to put respect on Gold's name, fam. Look at that. Look at that. Yeah, we're probably not going to get a retracement on you, Chef. I'm taking a look at it here. It's okay. We don't get all of them, okay? If y'all entered off that 3-minute imbalance, you're Gucci, but I honestly didn't look at that till after the fact. Probably should have. I just figured because this candle was the one that swept liquidity, would at least minimum retest that. But I guess the market said, fuck this shit. I am out. So it's all good. You know, it's all good. We're about to have gold news here. Or not gold news. My bad. What am I saying? We're about to have our job opening news here in about 15 minutes. So let's see how that jolts the market here. Yeah, euro, not messing with it at all. I don't really like it. Dollar bias played out beautifully for us to continue shorting. Oil's struggling, but still in that same zone. I think it's going to give us the move that we want personally, but we'll see. Either way, if you guys are in from these lower areas, risk should be off the table, in my opinion. And then, you know, what else did we look at today? We looked at UChef. Yeah, that was the other one. Someone asked for USD CAD. USD CAD, to me, because we're buying oil, I would be looking for shorts personally. You know, to me, I didn't look at this till after because our focus was on so many other pairs today. But yeah, this was a USD CAD play, in my opinion. You could have played off this candle. Now, if you want to get another play, potentially, maybe news is what breaks us down lower, and then 10 o'clock retracement going into the afternoon if we get something like that. Because I think, for me personally, I think the high of the day has been established on USD CAD. Right, we did sweep these highs here, so we could low-key just see that retracement. We do have imbalance. We have the up candle that did that thing, wiped everybody out. So you know what I'm saying? Like, we could see that. We could see that. You know, and buying is reducing. You know, so I like all that. So that could be something. Could be something. Could be something. And UChef is really letting loose out of that zone. Yeah, low-key could have just played that other area. It was literally like a 2-pip stop difference. For us to get that 1 to 3, I think it would have been us running the previous low. Which is fine, though, because USD Chef is weak as F. Right, so we could have seen this really let loose. Very clean overall, though. Bias was there. I personally didn't get the entry. I don't know if any of y'all did on UChef. But, you know, it is what it is. Ha! Adnan, don't kill me, bro. My boy's like, Gold's parents aren't there, so, you know, she's letting loose for us right now. All right. All right. You know, when her parents aren't around, she be on her time. I see you. KB, what's good? Saw, dude. Saw. Saw, dude. What was that from again? Was that the Neek brothers? Bro, that saw, dude. No, it wasn't the Neek brothers. Just some other guys. Solid. Oh, man. Oh. Oil looking a little shaky right now. Did we hit anything over here? I don't think we did. Yeah, we're already trading above all of this. Unless there's a candle of interest within there. Oh, there was an imbalance in this candle. Maybe we hit that. Yeah, we're playing in here. Ooh. I would like to see a break past this, but this is a pretty strong 4-hour candle here. Because we have multiple imbalances here as well. So this could flip oil short term. Overall, still bullish on it. But if we were to sell off prior to taking these highs, this would be that area. Because that is a pretty strong 4-hour candle, right? It swept a previous high and really shifted the market bearish with all that imbalance and stuff. So it does make sense. I just feel that we should just rally through that, considering that, you know, the other perspective that we have. So we'll see, you know. But either way, still gave us a solid play there to start things off, depending on how y'all played it. For me, especially because I got in yesterday, you know, I was able to get a nice R to R off my position. You know, I was able to reap a nice 1 to 5, so I'm big chilling right now. You know, today's play is a little shaky. We'll see. You know, if we were to buy and go off, we could look at this as an absorption or a selling climax. This could dip under it one more time and then go. Or this is just going to fall through the floor right now. And if it does fall through the floor, it does make sense too, because we did hit that 4-hour candle that had the massive imbalance. So, you know, I can justify that. Oh, thank you. You caught you, Chef. Good stuff, Chris. Good stuff. Yeah, this might be the reversal for oil. We'll see. And if it is, that's fine, because if that is the case, that means oil is just going to come down lower for us to buy it again. So let's see how oil seasonality is. Crude oil. Yeah, going into the beginning of April, we do see a slight retracement before it travels higher going into the summer. So yeah, this could be the zone we see retracement. Who knows? Like, we're literally reacting off of that 3-minute candle right now. So like, this is like that last line of defense we're attacking. Right? This could be a spring that we're starting to see live here, play out right in front of our eyes. We'll see. You know, or I'm just completely wrong and it just goes lower, which is fine. If it does that, we buy lower. Happy to see that y'all were able to grab you, Chef, though. Looks like dollar is absorbing. Dollars absorbing what? The buys? Yeah, we did absorb the buys. That's why we were looking for potential shorting from there. Unless you're talking about the sells absorbing. Which I can justify that too. You know, this could be that beginning of the New York Open to just take this back up like that. That could play out too. But if that's the case, that means everything would flip. I really don't see USHF flipping. I think it's going to just take the low. If it does flip, maybe it runs the low of the day first before it flips. But yeah, I think USHF is just going to fall through. All right, we got news in 5 minutes. Oh. If you guys aren't subscribed, you know, I would love it if you guys are subscribed, as well as hit that like button if you guys aren't already. GBP CAD. My thoughts on that is I don't even trade that, to be honest with you. Because yeah, like when I trade crosses like this, like I really want to see when I see crosses like this, I really don't like to trade them unless if I have like a fundamental understanding for one or the other to play out. You know, if we see GBP USD go lower, like weakness wise, and CAD is stronger right now due to its strength with oil, so like low key GCAD could go lower. You know, especially if GU decides to sell off today. You know, Euro hit our second zone. Just, yeah. It's hard for me to justify shorts on majors right now. But that could happen. And if that's the case, you know, overall, GCAD should go down lower then. You know? Looks like we swept above this wick and we're attempting to distribute right now. But yeah, that's the reason why I don't trade crosses like that too much, because I don't really understand the fundamentals behind it. Like, or I do, but like what I'm saying is like you need to have more to take your trade than just looking at the position. Like you need to understand fundamentally, okay, which one's stronger than the other. You know, if we're looking at GBP CAD, you want to see what GBP and CAD is on a solo level with each other. And then from there you can justify. But that's how I kind of do that. That's how I feel about crosses, though. Just me personally. I'm not really a fan of them. Other than like trading like yen. That's like the only cross I really fuck with. Other than that, eh. But GCAD does look like it reacted off here. Maybe we see short-term bearishness to then continue higher, possibly. You know, we do have some nice equal highs up there. You know? But yeah, like Block said, you know, there are too many charts for cross pairs. You got to look at a lot of stuff. That's why with me, like, I stick with the majors, because from there, it's just me really looking at dollar index. Man, TradingView is lagging. Oh, news popped out, no? Oh, that's why. News is popping out. What happened here? Okay, dollar. Let's see what's happening. Oof, there you go, baby. Take that low for us. Bust down. Let's go. All right, GG. GG. Good game, okay? Okay. All right. Gold gave me a nice... Okay, I'm done for the day. I'm chilling. Big chilling. Big chill. All right, let's close some positions. Oh, okay. Looks like indices ain't done pushing up yet. Honestly, fam, like, I don't even care what these want to do right now. Well, either way, though, our short off of the open on US 30 gave us a 1-3. It actually did come and take the low. See, this is what I mean. I guess it's really hard for me to look at everything simultaneously, but, like, we had the analysis, though, right? US 30, come, take the low of the day. You know what I'm saying? Oh, my God. Look at you, Chef, bro. Look at that. Maybe I should just set a limit off the 30-minute. It's all good. Gold. Gold doing its thing. I'm gonna close one of my entries on gold and then hold the other one. Do the same thing on this account too. Let's put that stop loss in BE. Manage there. Go to my other broker. So I'm here managing like multiple brokers plus trying to stream like this. There's a lot going on, family. Hold on. All right, big bless. All right, we're Gucci. We're Gucci. All right, so if y'all have any questions and stuff, let me know in the chat. But I'm probably just gonna like get off my computer now. Possibly I say that, but you know, low key I'm probably still gonna be sitting here looking at some charts. We're down to kick it with y'all till I eat my breakfast and stuff. But after I'm done my breakfast, my bad, I know I'm talking my mouth full and shit. Hope you guys don't mind. But after I'm done my breakfast, so I'm probably going to clip this. If y'all got some value, if you guys even got in some of these setups with me, you know, drop some fire emojis in the chat. You know, if y'all already haven't, like this stream. You know, if you guys really want to help me out, share it. Share it with people. You know, if you gain value from the stream, and there's people out there that maybe are having challenges with trading. Maybe there's people out there that's skeptical about trading. Leverage this stream to help, you know, bring light to those people. Hey, look, you know, I have one of my favorite streamers or educators, whatever you want to call me, friend. It doesn't matter. I don't care about the definition. But, I have so-and-so that streams live Monday, Tuesday, Monday. I forgot my own stream schedule. No, sorry, not Monday. Sorry, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday at 7 a.m. Central. Tap in. You know what I'm saying? Help me bring more people on here. Right? Let's blow the stream up. And I am going to be sharing, I'm going to edit a video of today's stream of what we were looking at exactly. And I'm going to post it on my socials. If you guys can even help me share that, that would be amazing. I would really appreciate that, everybody. If y'all could help me share that reel so we can show the value that's happening on these streams. Now let's go. Go be busting on God. Oil's big chillin', but I think it's about to give us a pop. It should. Oil's respecting our zone. Come on, man. We were talking about it off the 30-minute. I even gave you guys a 3-minute entry. Does it get... Like, to me, if you entered off this 3-minute, you should be break even right now. You should be break even right now. Like, there's no reason for this to come back. Like, we filled 1 minute imbalance. Like, there's no reason for this to come back. I would be BE gang. No cap. No kizzity cap. BE gang. Spat on my mic a little bit there. All right. Oil, bless. You, Chef, I'm not going to take credit for that because I didn't get the entry, but if y'all did, I think somebody did in here. Yeah, Alex. Good that we brought up you, Chef. Good shit. Hey. Off the charts. See you guys tomorrow. Yep, that's what it is. Chris McCoy. See you later, my friend. Use hashtags next time for your stream. It helps. Thanks, Optimus. Yeah, I'll do that. I kind of rushed to start the stream today, but yeah, thanks for the heads up. I'll do that next time. Throw some hashtags up in there. I think I did though. Or no, I think I did hashtags just for the videos. I think I have to do it every single time for the streams. But yeah, thanks for the heads up. I'll do that next time. Master Roshi. I'd rather be called Goku than Master Roshi, man. Master Roshi is a perv. And he's old and he's bald. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I should say this right now. I think there's another trade house educator that fits the profile of Master Roshi better than I do. We're not going to say who the name is, though. You guys know what I'm talking about. Who knows what I'm talking about? Silver popping. Yeah, Silver probably be busting on God, too. Poof. All right. Everybody that's typing, laugh out loud. Y'all know what I'm talking about. It's all love. It's all love. We're just joking. We're just joking. Yo. Oh, man. All right, I'm done. I'm done. Yo. All right. It's all jokes, family, you know? We're just fucking around, but... Oh, man. Well, think about it, you know? He is one of my mentors, too. I learned a 1-2 from him. I learned a lot from Jordan. Jordan and Iffy are, like, kind of the main individuals, I would say, that really taught me a lot. But I did learn a 1-2 from John as well when it came to, like, seasonality and stuff like that. So, you know? If I'm Goku and he's Master Roshi, that makes sense, you know? He's my sensei in a sense. Your liners crossing out the pair name. That is a fact. Yeah, I need to edit that, to be honest. I'm going to probably do another thing. Like I see you at the top here. Like, I'm going to probably cut this part out, the red part, so you guys can see that. Thanks for bringing that up, though, Kevin. I'm going to probably fix that today. Well, I am going to fix that today or before my next stream's Thursday, so I'll have that fixed for sure before next stream. But yeah, thanks for bringing that up. Someone brought it up the last time, too. It completely missed my mind. I'm actually going to throw that in my calendar so I don't forget. Thank you, KB. I appreciate you, dog. Let's type it in the chat here. Oh, or not the chat, the calendar. Fix. Overlay for YouTube. Gold all-time high incoming. I would love to see that. I would love to see that. Everything else already did it. Like, XAU Euro has. Well, I lied. We're just shy from it. I think XAU GBP did, though. Yeah, XAU GBP did. XAU Aussie did. Everything but USD has really... Well, other than USD and Euro hasn't created an all-time high. But yeah, I'd love to see that. Love to see it. Love to see it. Love to see it. Indubitably. Man, oil really be playing games today. Yeah, if you got in on this wick, if you guys did break even, I don't know if your broker took you out here. But yeah, to me, it's like if we don't... This 3-minute candle needs to close bullish. If it doesn't, then we're probably... Like if this candle in the next 20 seconds doesn't close above this, this is looking shaky on oil. Looking real shaky. Oh, damn. We forgot about Euro, didn't we? Well, it didn't even give me my ideal setup, so whatever. Didn't even give like a proper retracement or anything. Well, technically it did off of a 5-minute. Like we did break above this candle and then come back. But not my most ideal setup, to be honest. So whatever. Excuse me. Wow. Okay. Well, that 3-minute candle in 20 seconds closed above real quick. So this is still looking good. All right? This is still looking good. That was funny. I was like, all right, this candle, we want to see bullish. And then, like, same thing. Like, all of these candles that are printing right now, I want to see them all above this high. I mean, this low. If it breaks below this low, like, we're most likely, this whole area is going to get ran out. Thanks for your time. Yo, no worries, Alex. I'm happy that all of y'all had a good laugh with that. I wish I took gold, but I'm still up 2%. Hey, it's all good, you know? At least you got in something. You know, I wish I got UChef, too. You know, UChef, we had the analysis. I just... could have done better on my entry. I was trying to be picky with the 15-minute candle. But low-key, I could have just played this whole up area. Like this whole zone. You know, it was only a 2-pip difference. So I could have low-key just played that. And then even went down further into the 3 and 5-minute. And then I could have been able to justify this candle here. Like on the 3-minute, this was clear as day. Because we had push up. Market came down, broke that. This retraced this move, and then just following the order flow, we literally came right back to that candle. So that was clean on order flow, right, to see that come down. But it is what it is. You know, I missed one, had the other, you know. At least we got the one that's busted. Bro, what is going on right now? Yo, gold's like, fuck this shit. I am initiating the thrusters right now. Look at this. Off in it. Off in it. How far are we from the ATH? Oh, not that far at all. Like $70? Am I tripping? My math is off. We're going to have to bust out the calculator for that one. 72 minus 16. Okay, $56. All right, I'm a seller, not a... Wait, that's not the right wording here. I was about to say I'm a seller, I'm not a speller, but that wasn't spelling, that was math. Oh, man. All right, but... yeah, you know, gold just like, all right, I'm off it. But for the ones that have been following our thoughts, though, we had gold buys down here. We had... Wait, what alarm was that? Shit, I missed that. Was that... Oh, it's USD Chef crossing the low. That's fine. We had the buys in here. This buy might have hit you out, to be honest, because we grabbed the bottom of that, but that might have swept. Oh, no. You would have been protected. So that buy was good. This buy was nice, but if you held that, you would have gotten taken out. There you go. Sheesh. My bad. Trying to manage positions here. Give me a second. 1.8. Take out another 0.7. It's been a good day. Been a good day. Ooh. Oil said, nah. I'm off in it. That's fine. It did give us a nice bounce off that 30-minute, but I'm probably just going to consolidate the rest of my position that I have here. Because, you know, most likely if it doesn't respect this zone, I don't really see us buying up from any... Like, because the fact that we didn't respect this area, I don't really see us respecting anywhere here because we've been efficient. So I might just collapse the position that I had from here. You know, because I was able to grab a 1 to 5, but might as well collapse the rest of my 20 if this is going to come down lower. Or I could just let it ride to see. You know, low-key, oil could just play off of this 30-minute. But this 11-minute close is going to be a deciding factor for me. Because like we said, you know, we came into that 4-hour zone, right? Let me kind of clean this up because I know there's a lot of shit going on here. Hold on. There's like a lot going on. Okay. Whoops. Just going to delete all this too. There's too much going on. Yo, but oil has been a finesse though, family. For the ones that were like on my go live and stuff, you know, we had that short to take this entire thing. You guys remember that? But yeah, you know, if you're interested to snipe like how I'm showing you guys on this live stream, feel free to message me on my Instagram. I do take students to teach you how to snipe like how I do. We're doing this live. I can show you how and teach you how you could start to become your own efficient sniper as well. But yeah, like I was saying, we came into a significant 4-hour candle. This is where we could see selling off from. And that's what it's looking like. So what I'm saying here is this, off the 30-minute time frame, right? Let's clean this up a little bit. If we get this break, I think we're simply going to play off of this candle and go lower. So yeah, I'm going to low-key collapse my other positions. It's fine. If I was wrong and this goes up, who cares? But I really don't like how I rather take majority of my profit now than try to, do some crazy shit. Try to hold. Okay, I literally hit my maximum profit securing for the day too, so I just got to let the rest of gold ride. Hopefully it doesn't hit an all-time high by today, because if it does, that's going to be wild. It's dead ass going to be wild if it does that. Oof. But yeah, so let's talk about oil now. Maybe this is a position that we could look at for the week. Let's clean this up. Clean this up. All right, so first things first. This was one of the things we were scared about, right? We understood that oil's buying started to slow down. Okay, so we could look at this as a buying climax. Buying climax, ST, UTAD. Okay, so the fact that we got in here on a 4-hour candle and we're starting to get a 15-minute, if not even a 15, but a 30-minute break here, to me, this is very valid. Now I want to see how this 30-minute closes here in the next 8 minutes and 14 seconds. If this 30-minute candle closes below this low's body, I think that's a nice move there, potentially to fill this gap. All right, I think it's possible. Considering that we also saw that in the beginning of April is where we see that retracement on oil before it continues rallying going into the rest of the, the spring and summer. I think that could be a very validated play there. And this is a valid zone to see shorting from. There's two ideas that I had for the short on oil. Either we run above the daily, weekly highs, or, like I said, that 4-hour zone. So to me, the 4-hour zone is still valid. And the fact that we're breaking here on a 30-minute, that's even doper. Okay? Even off of a 15-minute too, we can see we have a nice, sufficient 15-minute candle right here. Right? So two areas we could look at. I'm going to go ahead and set an alert here. And then this means UCAD could flip potentially too, but I'm not going to try and buy this. Unless if it's very clear, but I'm more interested on the shorts. And I think the shorts are going to happen for possibly NFP. Because if oil shifts now, most likely NFP will be the reversal to continue the trend. Let's see what dollar's doing too, by the way. Okay, dollar let loose. Dollar let loose heavy. So we took that low. Very nice. Very nice. So we can either see this on dollar, or we can get very spicy with dollar, and dollar could simply just run all of this as internal liquidity and then play this week. We'll see. We'll keep following up on that. Thoughts on making trades, entries on journals right after opening a trade versus after closing? Say what? Thoughts on making trades, entries on journals right after opening trade versus after closing. Oh, so you mean like writing it in your journal if you want to do it. Okay, well, there you go. Maybe this doesn't even come back for us. It just drops. Well, I made a good call closing my position from yesterday. I'm happy I did that. Because now I would have literally almost about hit break even. Like, I need to come a little bit lower to hit me BE, but, you know, at least I took the rest of that off. But, yeah, going back to your question, though, my bad. It really depends on you as a trader. There's one thing that I've mentioned to individuals. Some people have a trouble with over trading. And because they have that trouble with over trading, I suggest them journal, you know, before, during, and after their setup. I tell them to, you know, journal right after their last trade finished, so that before they take their next setup, they have it all, like, journaled. But let's say if you're looking at multiple setups, like how I was looking at today, like me personally, I'm going to do my journaling all later. I'm not going to do it, like, right now. I'm going to go back in my MT4, look at the setups that I took today, and then, you know, take those or journal those trades accordingly. But yeah, it's kind of challenging if you're looking at multiple things to do that. But, you know, like I said, if you have an over trading issue or something like that, then that makes sense to me, you know? But yeah, that's kind of where my head's at for that. Man, I wish I saw the UTAT off the 4 hour. I just wasn't. I guess I was too much on the bias of seeing this run the high. This made so much sense. See if there's something smaller for us to play off of. Nah, there wasn't. Unless we just played the mitigation. Oh, there was a stutter. Hold on, let's see. Or a trap candle or whatever. Oh, there was a 15-minute candle. Damn. Yeah, we smacked that 15-minute candle. Holy. Oh, whoops. Deleted the wrong. Yeah, we smacked that 15-minute candle and just dropped, bro. Holy moly. Yeah, with this 30-minute close, though, we'll see in the next minute. I would like to see something like this, potentially to go lower. I am going to risk a very small partial of my gold profits on this, personally. I'm already up on the day, so I don't want to give back, you know, all of my winnings or anything like that. So that's how I'm going to personally, you know, manage my position there personally. So you guys can do whatever you guys want to do. Damn. Should have been paying attention to this again. Well, we had indices too, huh? We had indices too. It's challenging as F to be on all of these setups simultaneously, man. I'm going to have to get, like, people moderating with me on the side. I have to get, like, people on a Zoom call and be like, yo, Siva, US 30's in the area that you mentioned. And we got to, like, look back at it. Yo, Siva, USC CAD is in this zone. Like, that was crazy. We smacked that shit. It even came back again. Like, man, I wish I was paying attention to that. I should have just set the limit and forgot about it. It gave a 1-3 first time. It came back and they gave almost a 1-5. Like, come on. But yeah, I think this is the reversal on indices though. If dollar's still selling off aggressively, but I think indices, this is the reversal on indices, man. Like, we took this high. Yeah, man. I think this is going to come down. Where are we going to stop and buy from? Who knows? I don't know if we're going to get all the way down there. I think I'm very hopeful if I do. Yeah, and see, we grabbed the weakest one too. Yep. We grabbed the weakest one too. 30 was the only one that was really weak. Sheesh. You're in NASDAQ longs? Yeah, so... Yeah, 30... I wasn't really... I don't personally trade NASDAQ, to be honest with you. But hey, if you're in these longs, shout out to you. It did make sense, though. You bought the stronger one. Like, I think this is easily going to take this. Like, no questions asked. Maybe even get something like that. S&PZ is lagging. And then 30 is super lagging. Yeah, 30 gave a nice short. Oh, it came back for 9 o'clock, yo. Damn. Yeah, we were too focused on gold during that time. So I'm not even mad about that. That's whatever. All right, let me figure out what I'm doing for oil here before I keep going on the stream. All right, my bad. All right, we back in this. Okay. Yeah. I don't know if y'all have any questions or anything. I'm probably gonna chill here for a little bit, and I think I said that about 25, 30 minutes ago. But hey, I have nothing else better to do right now. All I got to do for the rest of the day, I got to edit a video, fix my overlay, hop on Jordan's stream later, hop on Power Hour later. And that's basically it for me for the day. And then, you know, probably just chill with the fam, do all of that later on. But yeah. What do y'all got planned for the rest of the day? Yen played out in our favor right here. Man, that happened during London, yo. Sheesh, GJ really did that, huh? Yeah, I was not paying attention to any of the yens. Let's see, AJ. Come above the equal high. You mean these equal highs? Like what time frame you talking about there, my friend? Which equal highs you referring to? 885? Oh, like in here? Possible. Let's see. Based off of a daily, like, it makes sense for us to come lower to fill in this. Yeah, like, we did distro fairly well above here, to be honest. There you go. Right? And then today in London, we came back and then we sold off. So are we going to get 89.5's highs? I don't think so. I'm not just saying that because the market is ripping, but, you know, to me, it's like buying Climax UTAD. We tested twice and then we dropped. Most of the time in a distribution, we're only going to get 2, maximum 3 tests, in my opinion. So that doesn't mean we can't get another sell. Maybe it comes down, takes the low, retraces. Maybe it retraces about 50% of this range, and then it could go. But I don't know if it's really going to sweep that area you just mentioned. It's possible, though. You know, if it wants to take some inner range liquidity and and give you a distribution there, you know, if it wants to do that for you, then it's very possible, right? Yeah, to me, like, shorting up here would have been ideal. And especially because we were looking at this on yen, we wanted to see this, right? We wanted to see either our 4-hour here break, or we wanted to see this 4-hour break here, right? So we got that. We came back, hit that candle, bam, right? So this should let loose on everything. Looks like NJ's getting that vibe. And especially because these majors are... Oh, these two aren't shorting right now, are they? No, they're not. Well, everything's bullish here on the majors, but because of yen's strength, you know, that's happening. See, like, you could see UJ. This is what we were looking at, right? We wanted to see a break below this low, test, and then drop. See, like, I had everything literally marked up. It was just a matter of, like, being aware on everything. This is what we were literally talking about on stream on Monday. On my Monday stream, if you guys are locked into my streams on Go Live, you know, we were talking about this to come back, and then I think we were talking about it on a 4-hour. So we wanted to see this low ran, and then boom, and then drop. Do you think AJ... Okay, I already answered that. Watch oil. Sure, I'll watch oil. Watching it. We're watching it, bro. I got it on my other screen up here too, so I'm watching it. Personally, I need to go to bed 12:30. What time zone are you in? I caught the wick at the top on AJ. Yo, let's go SD. Shout out to you. Good stuff, man. Which candle are you looking to play on oil? I would like this 30-minute. I like the 30-minute candle if we get it. We could look for a smaller distro within the zone as well. The lows, sorry. The lows. I'm confused. Wait, 885 lows. Oh, yo, I'm tripping. I was looking at 895. Yo, my bad. So you're talking about like these lows down here. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I think we can get that. For sure. Yeah, we're bare. I read your thing so wrong. I'm so sorry. I thought you said equal highs. You said equal lows. I apologize. But yeah. Yeah, I can see that for sure. Like this is the shift right here that's happening. For sure. I can see that personally. You know, maybe it breaks below this low, takes the equal low, and then that's when we get the retracement to then go lower to test that daily zone. That could be valid. Oh, hey, friend. Yo, what's good, Fies? Happy to see you on here, fam. What's good? I'm in Australia. Your YouTube streams work better for me than your Go Live streams time-wise, so thanks for being live on here. Oh, yeah. Man, what's... Yeah, wow. 12:42 a.m. Sheesh. Yeah, if I was in Australia, I would probably just be a swing trader, to be honest, because if I... If I need to be up at like 12 a.m., holy. That's wild. What are you looking at, Fies? You take anything, bro? You take anything? Bro, you chef just fell through the floor, man. Holy. Caught Euro USD buys off before the news hit. Hit my TP. Yo, let's go. Nice. Nice. Yeah, we were talking about that here off of this hourly. I just wanted to see I wanted to see if we were going to get like a 5-minute breakdown in there, but we kind of didn't. Well, we technically did. You know, cuz it came back and then retested this candle, but that's not my ideal. But hey, if you got in there, shout out to you, bro. Good stuff. Yeah, the hourly was clean on euro. And then dollar did the same thing. Dollar, we were looking for dollar down potentially off of this, our London Open candle area. Yeah, that was clean today. I don't know if you were on the stream earlier, Fies, but the only thing, like I personally really grabbed was gold. But we all grabbed gold here together. Right off of this 15-minute absorption. Oh, no, it was a 5-minute absorption. And then we played the next retest candle that had more volume, sell volume, but we didn't go anywhere. So that was clean on gold. Man, this shit is running. Sheesh. Look at that R to R right there. Yeah, so we had gold. What else do we have on the stream today? Yeah, we had U-Chef as well. Didn't quite give my 15-minute entry, but bias was there. I should have honestly played the 30-minute candle. We could have clapped that. Very solid. Same bias, you know, dollar down, U-Chef down, right? And then what else do we have here? We had Dow shorts, and they're still playing in our favor. We had Dow shorts off this 30-minute candle. Right, we identified the buying climax. Market's trading higher. We are getting lower buying volume closes. And then we identified that, you know, this 30-minute candle. So you could either shorted here before the open or shorted when the news came out. But that as well, 1 to 5. So we hit a lot today. Oil, the buys did play out, but we did discuss about position management. You guys should have broke even on this one or closed it with a little bit of profit. Now we're looking to see if we can get the short on oil. But yeah, I think that's all we looked at today, right, fam? Yeah, looked at a lot. And this thing, man, this thing has been so annoying to try and short. So, JPN 225. This is our Japanese stock index, and you guys know I'm super bullish on yen. Right? We've been bullish on yen. We want to see yen just, initiate thrusters. That's basically what we want yen to do. Okay. Okay, that's what we want yen to do. So based off of this bias here, I don't know if I did this on YouTube, but I did do this on my Go Live. We identified this selling climax. I think we did it on Monday. Can't remember. I think we did. I don't know. There's so many streams, so many things I talk about. I forget half of this shit. All right, anyways. So we were talking about this selling climax, ST, spring, structure broke. We came back here, and now we're looking for bullish move. So JPN 225 is averaged against the yen. So the pair basically is written out like this. JPN 225/JPY. That's how this pair is written. Okay? It's kind of like for US 30, it's US 30 slash, USD technically. That's how it is, right? So considering if we're yen bullish, we should see JPN 225 short off, right? So originally when we were looking for shorts on this asset was right in here. It's 4-hour candle. This is what I was looking at back then, but I failed to hold this position. You guys know I have trouble holding positions. That's the thing I'm working on. But, this was a very valid move. Gave few thousands of pips in our direction, all right? Or points, all right? Because it's an index. So now that we're back in that daily zone, right, this is what we were waiting for to see if we were going to get this gap hit here. And inside the daily candle. So we hit that. And, buying has been depleting. So I like that too. All right. So maybe, I would love to see this 4-hour close first. This 4-hour closes, and then we get this liquidity left behind. Maybe we can get something like that going into tomorrow or today or whatever. And then this could be our next major move. That's what I'm basically waiting for on. Because if yen continues going higher, right, JPN 225 should go lower, right? Considering that this asset is weighed against the yen. So if yen gains strength, JPN 225 should drop through the floor. So that's what I'm looking at here. So we'll see. I'm going to set some alerts here. Right, because if it breaks this low and then we come back into this 4-hour candle, there's no wick on it too, fam. That's beautiful. Right, but I would need to see the structure break though. And then, on top of that, we already kind of identified it, but, weaker buy volume on that high there. Okay. Oh, but Fies, I slipped, bro. I didn't take the NCAA bet. I honestly haven't been keeping track of the chats too much, and I woke up today, I'm like, damn, could have taken that. So, your boy hasn't really been betting, but it's all good. Hopefully oil gives us this. If it doesn't, then it is what it is. Maybe it doesn't give it to us today. You know, it could develop some liquidity around this area and then come back up. UCL more certified anyways. Yeah, facts. Facts. I'm just happy I didn't drop what you told me to drop on those other bets from earlier. But yeah, put me on game, fam. You already know. You already know, Brody. I can honestly sit here and talk about charts all day. I know I said I was going to get off the stream like an hour ago, and we're still here. We're here now. It's almost 10 a.m. volatility. What's your thoughts on CAD JPY? So CAD JPY is a little bit different in my opinion, considering that we have the Canadian dollar. But the yen strength could still let loose on this. So you took an AUD JPY buy. From where, bro? From like right here? Off the 5-minute. Oh, like in this imbalance. I see you. Yeah, because to me on an hourly, we already broke down. So, like, based off a 4-hour, we could see the closure below before it rallies back up. Or, you know, based off of the hourly, the area that you played could be that start of that retracement. You know? But yeah, either way, solid play. It does look like selling is depleting as well in your favor. So, you know, if we start seeing some structure breaks, that could be a nice add-on there if it gives you a nice structure break. CAD JPY, though. So here's the thing about CAD JPY, all right? Remember, when trading crosses, you guys want to be aware of, you know, what's going on. So CAD is obviously strong due to oil strength, right? But right now, what are we seeing? We can see oil potentially retracing, right? Let me kind of clean this up because this is all older stuff. This chart looks messy as F right now. Hold on. Okay, so CAD JPY, like we technically broke back bull on this on a daily, and the weekly as well ran this last low, right? Now, you know, this does have more selling volume than the previous low here. So there's still a possibility that CAD JPY could sell off. But the buys down here were justified in March because of the bullishness that happened on oil, right? CAD is an oil-based driven currency, right? Due to all of its oil production and all of that, right? With everything that's going on in Alberta and stuff. You guys know CAD, very high in oil. So with that understanding, that really brought the bullishness. Now, we're seeing selling off right now, but that's from yen strength. So personally for me, I was really looking up here. I didn't quite get that area for CAD shorts. But yeah, this makes sense to me for us to go lower. I think minimum on CAD JPY, we could see the daily retracement, which is, you know, these candles in here. And then when we get down here, we could justify if we're going to buy or if this is going to be a redistribution, you know, depending on what happens with the yen and CAD in the future. Remember, oil is long-term bullish right now, even if we look at seasonality up until the summer. So, you know, CAD could bring this up overall, but remember, if yen is super strong as well, like this could really let loose and come lower. But that's what I would use to justify that. But yeah, you know, with this 4-hour close here, if it closes like this, we could be looking for shorts. Maybe an absorption here. Who knows? Yeah, same. I feel you on that, Fies. You know, that was me with oil shorts. You know, I'm playing the oil short off of this 30-minute, but it's because I secured a lot off of gold. So I'm going to take a small partial of those wins and risk it here and see if it plays out. What were we just looking at? Oh, yeah, AJ. Yeah, to me, the zone you bought off of is valid. Very valid. You know, there's only like two things that could have really justified here. Either the 4-hour gives us that 4-hour break to run the low, or, you know, the 1 hour did enough already, and this could be the move back up, right? So, I see you. Now that we actually look at this, hold on. Yo, this is a fat absorption. I just noticed that. Yeah, this is probably going to fly, low key. That's an absorption. This could be a reaccumulation. Because if we distroed up here, basically this is what I'm seeing. Right? And then we have... You know, like I see something like this. Like we... Whoops. Right? And then now it's distroing. Right? And then now we're also getting like that selling climax, spring. That could be possible as well. To confirm this bias, you know, if we get a break, is what would be valid. Like right now we're trading under all this selling volume, so this could be where it reaccumulates right in here. I don't know if I would take this as a structure, but if we break above this high and come back into this, I think that's clean. Off the 5-minute, just because the area took out liquidity before. Yeah, small risk. Yeah, facts. That's the same thought. Thanks. There's a divergence on daily for euro and pound. Let me see. Oh, euro ran the high and pound didn't. Oh, yeah, pound weight. Yeah. Well, if we look at EG, pound is much stronger right now. Well, it was. Yeah. See you on that. Yeah, like we've been talking about this, like I think Euro's been in reaccumulation. I think Euro's objective is to take this high. And I think pound already took that high. February 1st. Yeah, that was like in here. Like pound has taken that from time ago. Yeah, this candle took out bear liquidity. Yep, facts. And for my non-Torontonians, bear means a lot, okay? I know in America, bear means like there's nothing. It's like, you know, it's bear. You know, the shopping center is bare, right? That means there's nothing there. But, you know, in Toronto, bear means a lot, all right? So, you know, just had to put that out there.
Yo. Oh my god. Shit is jokes. All right. But yeah, we'll see what's popping there. Okay, we got 10 o'clock. Yeah, man, look at that. Man, I'm salty I wasn't paying attention to 32. If this is the top, I'm going to be sad. Let's see if we can get re-entries on anything. It's 10 o'clock, so we could possibly justify re-entries. Or it's already been justified, and now I'm too late to the party. Man, bro, we had this live, too. Fuck. We had the top live. Fucking pissed. Damn it. Why wasn't I paying attention, bro? This is why I want 4 more screens. I'm from London. I get that. Yo, that's the thing. Like London, like UK slang, and you know, like Canada is a British colony and all of that. You know, well, I think a lot of colonies are British, anyways. But you know, y'all say the same shit, like how Torontonians do. Yeah, bro. 30 was just, oh my god, bro. Wow, fuck. Should have just set my limit and just forgot about it, bro. This would have been a retarded day today. Like, gold did obnoxious R to R today. Like, look at that. From my entry, it was like a 1 to 24. I already obviously partialed on the way up and stuff, you know, so, but like, if I even took some of those profits at like originally 8, like, this is how I could have managed better today. You know, I got my initial partial at 830, right, when we ran this high. So I could have taken my 830 partial and added it on to the short on US 30. So that way, you know, I wouldn't even been risk balance-wise. I was risking my equity, you know, and that could have been an easy move there. You know? Yeah, I'm a K-fam. Ruined my sleep schedule. Ultimate happens every time I hit a big bet. Yeah, right? I feel you. All right, bro. Take care, family. Take care. I'm going to holla at you. We've been here for like 3 hours, though, so I'm probably going to hop off here, too. I still need to finish my breakfast. I'm lacking on that. But yeah, family, you know, the only other thing I'm watching is oil. Y'all already know, you know, we be crushing these markets here live with you guys on YouTube 3 days a week. Like I said earlier, if you guys are tapped in, please like the channel, subscribe, turn those post notifications on. I am going to be dropping more content videos as well. I'm just kind of figuring out how I want to structure it. But, you know, love and appreciate y'all. Thank you for being on the stream with me here today. Like I said, if you do want to be a part of my mentorship, feel free to hit me up on Instagram. I do take students to mentor on a more personal basis. But besides that, you know, if you guys did get value from the stream, if you guys can do your boy a solid, share this with other people that you know that might be either already in trading, they're having trouble, or even skeptical on what trading is. This is obviously a great way to introduce them to a, you know, obviously a free platform like YouTube. But, you know, love and appreciate y'all. Thank you for tuning in with me. I appreciate y'all staying here with me for almost 3 hours and some change. But, you know, I'll see you guys on the next one. Next time I'm going to be live on YouTube is going to be Thursday at 7 a.m. Central. Besides that, I do have other streams that I do go to that are, you know, are exclusive. If you want to get access to those exclusive streams, like I said, plug into my plug in and message me on Instagram, and I'll talk to you. But take care, everybody. Have a blessed rest of your day, and I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace.